the younger generation, a lot of the people watching right now are not taught the truth. They're taught that go to school, get a degree, get a job, and and eventually you'll have enough money to retire, which you won't, by the way.
Right.
And they don't tell you that you're going to be in debt your whole life, and the real truth is this: go to school, get a degree, get a job, get yourself in debt so that you're required to work for somebody your whole life.
That's right.
You have to work.
They ought to tell you the first day of college.
It's a human resource that the system is designed to squeeze the juice out of.
I want to get into something real quick that is brought to my attention daily and that irritates me daily from the younger generation. Okay, I get this question all the time. I get this question on email, I get it on Instagram, I get it on here on Periscope, and it's always the same reference. It goes like this: Andy, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to start a business, but it's hard. My parents don't support me. I don't have any money. I don't have any investors. I don't have any support. I don't have a bank loan. I didn't win the lottery. On and on and on and on and on. And the thing is that when these people email me, I automatically assume, and I could be wrong, but I automatically go into the mode of like, dude, I'm not even going to answer your question because you don't have what it fucking takes to make it. Because here's the reality. Entrepreneurial mindset is a problem solver. If you listen to the podcast today, you know what I'm talking about. All right. Entrepreneurs are people who look at things and they say, I can do this. Not look at things and find the excuses as to why they can't. We live in the greatest fucking time in the history of Earth to be successful. Okay. And if you're a young man, a young woman between the ages of 16, 15, and 25, you are at the biggest advantage in the history of Earth. Okay? And I'm going to explain why in a second. We have fucking air travel. We have fucking internet. We are able to speak like this through technology instantly. Dude, people that were in business 20 years ago, if they wanted to do business, they had to get a fucking letter and they had to write it out and they had to send it to somebody. That letter had to take 2 days to get there. And then they had to blah, blah, blah and communicate back and forth. Or they had to call each other during business hours or at home, and they had to be like tied to the wall, like, yeah, hey man, I'm sitting here in the office. Like, dude, now we're accessible 24 hours a day. We have social media. We have ways to contact hundreds among thousands of people at any given time. The opportunity to make connections has never been greater. All right, and we have young people who have this perspective of growing up in this technology, crying and bitching about why they can't do it. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, when I started my store, there wasn't a social media. When we started with $7, I was living in the back of my fucking store on a mattress that had a piss stain on it from some animal or human. If I wanted people to know about me, I couldn't just write a little post on fucking Facebook or make a video that had great content. I had to fucking get in my car or walk heel toe down to a next door's business and the next door's business and the fire stations and the police stations and the hospitals and say, hey, I'm Andy Frisella. Nice to meet you. I have this fucking business over here that I think you'll be able to help, or that I can help you do this, this, and this. And I meet people one by one by one by one by one, which ironically is the same way that business is done today, just through different avenues.
I want you to think about something real quick. Tell me one thing in your life that is great that came as a result of being comfortable. Because everywhere I look and everywhere I see in today's society, everybody's doing everything they can to be more comfortable, right? They're looking for the more convenience. They're looking for the quicker. They're looking for the faster. And see, there's opportunity in that for those of you that want to get better. Because I'm going to tell you right now, all the great things in my life, all the great things in other high achievers' lives, all the reasons that these successful people that you look up to, that you aspire to be like, are the way they are, have all come from a place of being uncomfortable. Okay, so understand that when you're trying to avoid the pain, when you're trying to avoid the struggle, when you're trying to avoid the hard things in life, you are actively choosing to be average. You are actively choosing to be mediocre. And you are actively choosing to move further away from what you want in life. Because that hardship and that pain and that struggle and that frustration, they give you the skills that will forge you into a champion. All right, so remember that when you try to take the easy route. The easy route never pays well. The only route in life that pays well is the hard route, the struggle, the pain, the frustration, and the overcoming of those things. And not only do they pay, they fulfill you as well. I had people telling me I was crazy. I had people telling me that I was wasting my time. I had people telling me I needed to get a real fucking job. And guys, we all get beat up. We all have frustration. We all have things that hurt us internally. Okay, we all have things that beat us down and make us want to quit. People get pushed to the brink, all right? They get pushed to the edge. And it's what you do when you get to that edge that determines what you're going to be. Go be a bitch or do the fucking work. Positivity is extremely overrated when it comes to motivation. I'm a big believer and thankful for all the negativity I've dealt with in my life. All the people who made it hard. All the people who fucking made shit much harder than it had to be. I love those people. I should write them a fucking thank you card. Because if it wasn't for those motherfuckers, I wouldn't be who the fuck I am. When you get to that point of frustration, of anger, of being pissed off, that is tremendous fucking fuel for you to go out and do the shit that you want to do. Where you've had enough, you're sick and tired of your life. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're fucking disgusted. It's what you do at that point that fucking matters. So many of you guys give up. You need to take everything that everybody said and shove it down their fucking throats. You know why? Because it feels fucking good. And you guys need to stop being pussies and start fucking using all the negative shit. And you need to take it and you need to use it and go out and do the shit you need to do. Quit asking me about your fucking haters. Quit asking me about your family not believing in you. Quit asking me about this and that and all this other bullshit that people fucking say to you. And take it, ball it up, and go fucking use it.